All right, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. This one is about the war that Drake is starting with the OVO goons in Canada jumping on Rick Ross and the 305, security that he brought. That's official gangsters from the street. Luke Skywalker did a video on this that he put up on his Instagram, and Forgotten Kings TV, big shout out to them. I like the way they had the picture of Drake and Rick Ross up there, so I'm going ahead and use that instead of taking the video myself off of Instagram and just showing the video. I wanted to give Forgotten Kings their props. That's a YouTube station. They the first one to air this, but I'm the first one to talk about this content that these older rappers is being followed by these younger rappers, and the older rappers are sitting there behind their keyboard, behind their fancy iPhones, doing these Instagram and TikTok videos. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, and J. Cole versus this one, and all of this going on, and all they're doing is entertainment. They just talking, they not busting a grape. Let's stop the games. They millionaires, they not bout it, but they sell the image that they bout it. But they need to talk to the youngins to let them know that this is just about entertainment to get the bag, because what you're seeing playing out in Jacksonville and Chicago and Tennessee with the rap music, all this is stemming from there, because we dealing with real brothers from the street trying to get into this music business, trying to get the bag, and they're from the same neighborhoods, so they diss each other and they go back and forth. I saw a Vlad video where Young and Ace said that, everybody down in Jacksonville, they come out, they diss him to blow up, and once they blow up using his name, the same way you get these rat bastards try to use my name and say all types of crap about me because I'm up on YouTube, that's what they do. But they think that it can't spill over to the street. I got a lot of people, in all boroughs that roll with me. So if something happened to someone because they're talking trash about me in one of the boroughs, I'm telling everybody to stand down. You got nothing to do with it. And it's the same thing that Drake need to tell the OVO goons in Canada and everyone, that this is just entertainment and that he did not support the move that happened in Vancouver, Canada. But instead, he liked the post, and from him liking the post is showing that he support the action. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now I'm going to play a video about Luke Skywalker so y'all understand. But now, just to give y'all a quick rundown before I get into the intro, I know Luke from back in the day. My cousin CP run with Luke. He do some business with him right now. I went down to Miami. Luke, real dude from the street. Luke, he had the pack jam jumping, for those of y'all in Miami that know, And y'all remember Big Daddy's on 119, Big Daddy over there on 3rd, and Roman Pub, and don't forget, Luke had strawberries. I forgot that one of the homies got shot and died, bled out, got shot in his leg. The first time I ever heard of that running the street. He got shot in his leg, went to, the hospital over there, and he bled out from a gunshot wound in the leg. I speak on that because when somebody violate, let me ride before I even start my intro. When somebody violate on the street, right, you discipline them. That's what we're doing in Jamaica. Let me talk about that so you understand, because on the Yankee blood clot, rats and chores, I'm going to try to change up things. In Jamaica, in the Jamaican culture, if one of your brethren violate, you discipline him. If you discipline him, you might decide to shoot him. If you shoot him, you just shoot him in his leg. You understand what I'm saying? You give him what we call a flesh wound to make him know, say, me could have shoot you in your head, but me shoot you in your leg for making know, say, you violate. That's your discipline. You understand? That's how we move as Jamaicans. I know that sounds harsh for you. That's why I'm telling you, even you Jamaicans that want to start running with the Jamaican culture, the Jamaican street life, or the Americans want to run with American street life, these are the rules. Just like Curtis Blow said, those are the breaks. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. You know what I mean? Not to brag about it, I even had to shoot my own brother to discipline him. You understand what I'm saying? But I never thought that a gun wound, that a flesh wound to the leg could have led to a man bleeding out. but I mention that because I'm riding. Pay attention, enjoy the ride, and don't start with your rat bastard troll comments. Check. I mentioned that to tie it in because one of the homies named Baskin got shot down there in Strawberries the night when I walked in. He ran out, got away, busted his gun, got away like a straight gangster, went to the hospital, and we thinking he good because he only got shot in his leg and he wound up running out of Strawberries. You know what I mean? But when he went to the hospital, he bled to death. You understand? These are the type of people that Rick Ross have that's playing his security guard. So now when you do something to one of these dudes, they're going to want get back. Their people is going to want get back, whether they want it or not. That's the way it worked. The same way in Vancouver, the OVO, they want to get back for Rick Ross, you know, dissing Drake and dissing, calling him white boy and all this. So the white boys over there, the same way when they talk about us, they say, yeah, you know them black guys in New York, or you know the black guys, you know what I mean? We say the white guys, and it's not a disrespect. It's just how we talk in our culture, and that's why I get into it and I get so angry because I see that Youngin Ace, he got a chain on his neck that says, you know, something nigga. You know what I mean? But this is the language they speak. So those are the ones I'm trying to reach. So yes, I say nigga because that's the language of the street to the youth that's out here committing these violence and sliding and all of this stuff. So I have to speak their language. Like they say, when you enter Rome, you do as the Romans do. I'm entering the street with these young official brothers coming up, so I have to speak their language. So when I greet them, I say my nigga. If you got a problem with me saying nigga, please, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to tap out. All right? That's it. Take that with you on the way out. You know, leave the titles out of it. Let's start the intro, then I'm going to go to this joint, man. But I brought the strippers from New York, from Miami to New York, to introduce New York to Miami. Nobody who knew who Luke was in New York, other than he went to the Supreme Court and they thought Luke music was whack. They never even gave it a chance. You know, I went down there, I heard it. You know, I met Luke, I met Uncle Al, I met JT Money. Big shout out to JT Money, Uzi Ram. You understand what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. We go all the way back, you know, and I was already in Miami hustling with Booby from the Booby Boys. So that's why this is dear to me, because I feel like I'm a Miamiite. You understand what I'm saying? Because Miami showed me a good time. Let me do this intro and get to this video where Luke talking, man. Been on here long enough. All right? Keep it going, 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 hit the audio, hit the notification bell if you already subscribed. If you're a new subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So that's where we at. Bang. Now, this is a joint right here where Rick Ross taunting, letting them be known. This is entertainment, Ross. We love your music, man. Drake, we love your music. Not picking sides. I love both of your music. I bought your music when I was in the prison for $1.35 a song. That's how much I like your music. And out here, people download it and listen to it for free. But this is where we at right now. So let me play this joint so you could understand what's going on. You know? Here we go.
The boss back. The boss is back. Vancouver, we finna shut this bitch down. You heard me? Them Luke Belaire bottles on ice. That rum, that Bumble rum, a.k.a. the Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that's on ice. We finna shut this bitch down. They said it might be a little chilly tonight. You dig? I'm with it. We with it. I'm with it, baby.
They all flossing. This is all entertainment, man. And that's what the flossing, letting Vancouver know he coming, calling Drake, you know, a white boy. Look at the Europeans surrounding him up there, letting them know this joint is real, you know? Now, look at this. This way, he created all of this, thinking that it's going to stay on social media, but you don't know what the fans is thinking and how they're reacting to what you're saying about their favorite artists or about the artists that represent their hood. Look at this. Look at Rick Ross. Come on, dog. You don't created all that when you're supposed to go there and get your Rick Ross welcome. You know what I mean? Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Gunshots to those that try and promote it. I'm trying to talk to the youngins and get them right. Now you laughing. Look, it's a joke. You see, it's a joke because you're in your mansion. You know what I mean? No disrespect to you, Rick, but come on, man. Step up and talk to these youngins, man, so we can stop some of this killing, you know? It's a joke because you're in your mansion. Look how you get your fancy jet, you know. You're saying it was fun till next time. What are you going to do next time, Rick?
This whole fighting my boy Ross and his guys in Canada, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That don't happen. That don't supposed to happen. And what's more unacceptable is when Mr. Drake liked the post. That also is unacceptable.
The reason why that's unacceptable is because while he's saying he liked that post, he's telling the supporters, yeah, the OVO Canada, as they call them, goons, you know, that he's with their movement and he support their movement. So now if you support their movement, that means that when you come to the 305 and they do the same thing, and I'm telling you now, the 305 is not throwing drinks and punching nobody in the face, no disrespect to Vancouver, Canada. You know what I mean? The 305 got choppers. Remember, Florida and Texas got the best gun laws for everybody own a gun. Julio Fulio carried a gun legally. He was licensed to carry a gun. He even murdered a man that tried to allegedly, you know, murder him, and he beat it into self-defense. You know what I mean? So be careful what you're doing, Drake. This is not that Canada little TV program you came up in your secluded little area. You come to America, you become Drake, you become a big rapper, you get 1 billion streams. You get a round of applause for that, Drake. You get a round. He get 1 billion streams, man. Not 1 million, 1 billion streams on his joints. Relax. See what I'm saying? Yo, you're in another world compared to these brothers that's trying to come up right now. They're hungry. They're thirsty. You understand? I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. So I'm going to push hard. And that's why my joint come out so passionate, because I'm speaking from the heart. And this right here, Drake, unacceptable. You not cut like that. Stop it. We know you not cut like that. So please stop feeding into, you know, the lane that's jumping into your beef that you not riding with. You don't even know these people. You never walked with them. These people, they just love your music and love the fact that you represent in Canada. Stop it, Drake.
I expect more out of Mr. Drake. When there's violence, you don't condone it. You should be bigger than that. Mr. Drake, you should be bigger than that. When there's violence, you don't condone that. You don't like no posters and all that, because here's what happens. There's always a backlash of it all. Here's what happens when now you've inserted yourself, even if you were not involved. Half of the country think you set the man up. They book a show in Canada, and you send your goons out there to agitate and start a fight with Ross.
You heard that? Half the country believe that you set Rick Ross up by booking a concert, get him to come out there and got your goons over there. That's serious for people to be thinking like that. Just so you understand, you know? Hold on, who this? Yo, what up?
Hello.
What up? I'm recording. Before you start, I'm recording, so if you don't want to be recording, tap out right now. I don't do no sneak rat bastard shit. If you want to talk, let me know.
You doing a joint?
Yeah, I'm doing a joint right now. You want to talk?
On what?
I'm doing it on Rick Ross and Drake beef. I got a video that Luke Skywalker put up on Instagram letting Drake know that he violated when he liked the post, because it's showing, you know, the 305 and everybody else watching that he was down with it, and it looked like you know, he invited Rick Ross to come out there, and like he paid for Rick Ross to come out there behind the scenes. Then when he came out there, he had the goons waiting on him. And, you know, whether he was down with it or not, that's how it looked. So when he go to the 305, he gonna have beef because they knocked out real dudes from the 305. You want to speak on that?
Nah, bro. I don't even want to switch your video up, man. I know how good you do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna catch it. I was calling you, man, because the shit that's heavy on my heart, and we'll talk, later, whatever. See what we're gonna talk about. But really, what I was calling you about this morning, man, that was been tugging me on my heart is this shit going down in Jacksonville, man.
And this has to do with it. That's why you need to watch this video.
I'm looking at all these little videos and past interviews and shit. Them dudes, man, with some real good soldiers and real talented brothers, man.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna mess your video up because I'm not going.
Nah, you ain't messing it up because I know how to ride it in. Let me say this. That's what this video's about now. The video that I'm doing right now is about Drake sitting here and Rick Ross, these millionaires living in their big fancy mansions, own jets and everything. They showing these young rappers in Jacksonville that we beef with each other, but they beefing and knowing they'll never see each other, Drake and Rick Ross. But these dudes live in the same hood. So they following the lead of the elders, but they're taking it to what they know because, like you said, these is real soldiers in Jacksonville, Tennessee, Chicago, that's trying to come up and trying to get their crew up out of there. And that's what these...
You hear their music? Have you went back?
Yeah.
And listening to them do music, man.
It's good. Yeah.
Them dudes like that, man.
Yeah.
Them dudes had a good movement going on. And like some of the older brothers was saying, they got channels. The older gangster brothers, they was like, man, y'all had a real good movement going on, man, but y'all fucked it up. That's the whole nation. All
right, but because I want to get back to the show. But you're right. Listen, you're right. That's what this video is about. That right now we got Rick Ross and Drake. That's the poster boy that need to get with Unique Mecca Audio. My number be on the screen, 917-680-9091, so that we could get together, do a video, and talk to these young dudes that this is just entertainment that Rick Ross and Drake is doing. But these kids is living out real life with real life consequences, and they fight real wars in the streets with bullets and choppers and AKs and switches. Rick Ross and them, they fighting and showing champagne bottles and jets and all of this. Man, that's a whole nother league they in, and they need to stay out these young boys' lane and try and enlighten them to keep that positive energy with the music and move forward and get your soldiers and family out the hood. That's it.
Exactly.
Not kill each other. Rick Ross and Drake. Drake all the way in Canada, Rick Ross all the way in the 305. They never gonna see each other unless they choose to see each other. But these young rappers, they live one block away. Some of them live next door to each other. They family members hang with family members that's with this group or this block. And now the family members is trying to kill the family members because of where they live geographically, because they following these rappers that when somebody diss you on a record, this is how you handle it. But all Drake and Rick Ross is doing is telling how, the street would handle it instead of letting the world know that they're not from the street. So they're not going to take it to that level. So the youngins don't follow us and take it to that level. We just talking shit because we made it, and this is how we get the bag from controversy, but we know we ain't going to hurt nobody. Now the OVO goons in Canada, they done put their hands on Rick Ross, knocked out his bodyguards. That's official dudes. You understand? Because I know people in the 305. My family's still down there. I lived in the 305 while I was getting my money in New York. I'm one of the first dudes that went from New York City down to Miami, Florida, when nobody even in the East Coast, they thought Miami was like the Bahamas. They didn't even know it was a part of the United States. They had a whole different movement of music, which was that bass, that 808 bass, and Luke had it on lock, with Pac Jam, Rolex, Strawberries, they had Roman Pub, Tuckers on Tuesday, you had Big Daddy's 119 I used to go to because I lived up the street on 125th. I know Miami. I am Miami. You understand what I'm saying? And
some of the youngest said that, you ever heard some of the youngest say, even from the city, even from D.C. where I'm from, They say, you know, they think they think we lame because we got big homies. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. That's
problem. Y'all ain't got no big homies. All of us had big homies.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's why I'm talking to them as a big homie would talk to them, not disrespecting anybody, just keeping it real, letting them know what time it is. Drake and Rick Ross, those is the big homies for rap because they made it. Jay-Z, Kanye, Diddy, those are all big homies for it. Yeah, they hate Big Diddy behind everything that went out, but I say let it play out in the court of law. But anyway, those are the rap's big homies, and they're not teaching or showing the little homies trying to come up that's following their footsteps, that want to get a private jet, that want to get a Sean John clothing line, that want to get a liquor deal, that want to get everything that they got. They're not showing them that we just talking shit. We not busting a grape. This is entertainment. We see each other at the club. We walk by each other for the cameras. We grill, and then we go back in the VIP room and they hug and drink and smoke and screw the same women. You know what I mean? But they got these youngin' thinking that it's about busting your gun at each other when all they doing is just busting champagne glasses, making toast about the money they made with this self-created beef. That's for entertainment. But these young brothers is living that life, man.
And the more and more I learn, the more and more I get to hear the brother Fulio talk, the more and more I realize, man, that you know what I'm saying, how much I got to like. You know, the young brother, he not even here no more, man. I fell in love with his music and his mindset.
But see, stop. That's what it is.
Mindset. Slim got a mindset. He said the street's so fucked up that you got niggas out here that'll kill you and tell on you at the same time.
Yeah, the kid Young and Ace too. You heard, hold up, you got to give both of them props. You got to listen to the kid Young and Ace. His joints is fire too. Even them 2 joints he just dropped. Now, we didn't know who he was until Fulio got killed. America don't respect you until you dead. You understand? And that's the problem. Now that he's dead, now we know who he is, and his legacy is going to live on. And then now you got Young and Ace. They praying he go to jail, praying he crash out, praying he get killed, so that then they can make him a martyr. But he's here to see the beginning of it because the feds is coming for him. And him making them songs, whether he had anything to do with the songs, whether he's trolling or he's really confessing on those songs, I don't know. I don't want to make a decision, but this is for Young and Ace. Stop that, youngin', because what they're going to do is they're going to grab your music and they're going to take your lyrics and they're going to tie you to the crime by saying that you ordered it. And all they got to do to prove that, Young and Ace, is get one rat bastard that run with you that got some petty little charge, like got caught with a gram of coke looking at probation, that don't want to go get on probation, and they threaten him that he going to get 100 years in jail. And that same one is going to say that you paid him to kill such and such, or you told him you killed somebody, and now they take that to grand jury, take you to court, and you're sitting there looking like Young Thug. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is where they're gonna be at, man. Look what's happening with Young Thug. Woody even said it. You know what I mean? That I said what I had to say to get out of there. They just wanted Thugger, so I gave them whatever they wanted to hear, so I could get out of there and get the handcuffs off me and the 4 walls from around me. It's the same thing they're gonna do to you, Young and Ace. You know what I mean? They got somebody down. The same way the streets already know what's happening. If anybody from the streets get caught, whether they with your crew or not, because you got a solid crew, I see the way they moving, and I give them a round of applause. Fuck the rat bastards that talk that trash about, oh, you need, how you gonna sit here and praise them? No, I'm praising them because they're doing what the street, calm down, y'all. They're doing what the street code dictate that they chose to go on. And I'm telling them don't go on it because it's raw just like that. Where you get a round of applause, like Young and Ace said, you know what I mean? When he slide on a nigga, in one of the verses in the joint, he said, when I catch a dude coming out the trap, he lay him down, put one in his head and get the sack. You know what I mean? And then his homies that he put one in the head, they saying rest in peace. And he's saying F him. You know what I mean? Because that's how it is on the street. That's how raw it is that y'all got to understand. It's that raw. While y'all saying rest in peace, you know what I mean? The opposite saying, you know what I mean? F them. That's life, man, and I don't want y'all in that life.
You niggas out here killing mothers and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think this shit right, man.
Nothing.
Killing mothers and acting like that's all right. What y'all getting out of that?
Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. That's why Rick Ross, I'm talking to you right now. My people's run with you. I know you official. I talked to Booby Black from the Booby Boys, Kenneth Williams, just last week. You know what I mean? He calls me regular. I talked to Booby Black. I know your whole situation with Booby Black because I was with Booby Black not only in the streets in Norfolk, Virginia, I was with Booby Black in Coleman, Florida, man. And me and him talked when you had the situation going on with them calling you a cop because you was a CO, and at the same time, we got COs in there that was looking out for us. You understand? So that don't make you a cop because you a CO. You know what I mean? They got a book that you youngins need to read called The Spook That Sat Next to the Door. That's a black man that got in with the white people. They called him a spook, and he got all their information, went back and gave it to the black people to know how to conquer the white people. So it's the same thing as far as a CO working for them to make sure they don't hold us down. Listen, in Lewisburg, my brother, they helped me down while I was handcuffed and shackled behind my back, and they turned my head over, put their boots next to my face, and held my head straight up because I had gold teeth with diamonds that say, "You, God." And they took an axe handle. I'll never forget it. The cop name was Rambo, man. Yeah, and you rat bastard, it ain't no telling because I ain't pressed no charges on Rambo. But Rambo wore red suspenders if y'all was in Lewisburg back in the days. I give Rambo props, and I give him a round of applause for knocking my teeth out. Because it was us against them. Rambo ain't do a damn thing wrong knocking my goddamn full front teeth out.
Round of applause to Rambo.
You know what I mean? Round of applause to Rambo that knocked my teeth out. He knocked out all 4 of my front teeth. Big old white boy looked like a lumberjack out there in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Took an axe handle, knocked my teeth out.
Right.
But that's a part of the game. I'm pushing knife. I allegedly stabbed 2 of them. Rambo caught me. Rambo gave me what I deserved for messing with their homies. So right now, Rick Ross, Drake, don't say nothing when you get caught up and somebody get what you got coming for you messing with their country. It's just like Drake for you messing with that 305. So y'all need to stop that. This is real. Can you say round of applause to a man that knocked your 4 front teeth out? I give a round of applause to dude that hit me in the head with a lock separating my nose from my lip, man. Give him a round of applause. And he was from Ohio. Big shout out to Ohio. Big shout out to Ohio. Calm down, y'all. You know, this is what this shit is about. You take responsibility.
A lot of shit come with this shit.
And that's why I'm telling them, don't get involved in this shit, man. Don't get involved.
A whole lot of pain and shit come with this shit.
Man, I have cold sweats at night. Every night. Every night I have cold sweats from what I've been through. What Rambo did was nothing compared to what I did, what I seen, and what I've been through. My brother got 2 to the head. They came and brought pictures with me handcuffed and shackled to a table and showed me big, glossy 8x10s. I didn't even know pictures had color that beautiful. But it was my brother's brains blowing out with green matter. I never even saw that shade of green before, and I love green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a part of the game.
Don't come with this shit, man. Like when you talk about shit about that happened to you for the situation in Lewisburg and all, when they sent all of us to all the Lord, and they sent a lot of us to Ohio in '97, and when the homie cut up there and shit got it taken over and killing and shit, they locked us all down for about 2 months. But when they came, they bought. That's why the stories you tell. I'm listening to them like, man, he's telling them everything.
Everything.
We trying to tell them that we read the book and lived it, and we ain't. We telling you the story before it ends. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I've been in shit like you saying. I was up Ohio, and when they came, they stripped us naked, and they put chains on our ankles, and they put us behind our backs handcuffed, and they had us butterball naked, ding-a-ling, swinging, and everything in front of all the female COs. The black female COs looking at it like, damn, that's fucked up.
But can't do nothing because they got to roll with them.
On our knees, tore all our shit up. All the Ninja Turtle. I said that. That's why you can make. They don't know all this shit that go with this shit, though.
Yeah, you know. So, and that's what That's why Rick Ross and Drake don't understand how serious this is. What they doing, and this is for the youngins. They're watching you too, man. They watching both of you dudes and trying to follow your lead. They're thinking if you catch Drake, you're gonna shoot him in the face. They thinking if Drake catch you, he gonna shoot you in the face. You understand? This is what they're thinking. So they catch their ops.
Brothers got to be a much better example to be millionaire rap stars, older brothers that made it.
Exactly, and that's why I respect Luke Skywalker, because Luke made a video talking to them nicely and humbly. I can't talk nice and humbly like Luke, because I've been through hell, my nigga, and I feel it different than Luke. It hit me different than Luke, man. It hit me different. You know what it's like to have to shoot your own brother because he stole 10 keys from you? Would you do that? It's a part of the game. I wasn't going to kill him. I just disciplined him. But that's how the game go. And after that, you know what I mean? We went to the hospital, healed up, and we went back, and he knew don't touch my shit no more.
Telling on your homies. We talking about the game. The game
Listen.
deep enough to when a nigga trying to take your life and he shoots you 10 times, and you able to sit in front of the police and say, I ain't really know who done it.
Listen, man, listen. You're trying
to keep everything that has started the street.
Family, listen, let me tell you, man, listen. They ran up, they did a house invasion on my mother, tied her up, pistol whipped her, and tortured her trying to find out where the bag was, and she ain't tell them nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
When they found her in the house, when the family members found her in the house, they went to call the police, and my mother said, don't touch that effing phone. Call my son. Don't call no police. Call my son.
Right.
And my mother caught me. And I told my family members, get out the house, leave my mother alone. I'm on my way down. And I went down there and dealt with it the way it was supposed to be dealt with, and I didn't call no police, because that's a part of the game. I got the bag, they want the bag. I went and did house invasions on others. I served time for that. So how can I get mad because now karma came back and got my black ass? When I got cut in the face, niggas say, oh, he got cut in the face. Yeah, I got cut in the face in Lompoc. I'm not mad at the dude that cut me in the face. It's a part of the game.
Right.
Karma come back and get you. Many people as I cut in the face growing up, and I got only one cut in the face, I'm lucky. I could have got a bullet in the face. Just like Rick Ross got a punch in the face. He could have got a bullet in the face. That's how real this is, man. Watch what's playing out in Jacksonville, Tennessee, Chicago, and all the other major cities that these young rappers is representing what they see you elder statesman rappers doing and not telling them what time it is. That it's just entertainment. That you not busting an effing grape. Tell these young people, man.
Right.
Follow my lead. Follow Luke's lead. We need more y'all to come up here and tell them that this is entertainment. We had rap battles. I started rap battles at Mecca Audio where I gave $5,000 to the winner. And if a dude said a rap that was nice, I threw the $5,000 in the air. So everybody got a piece of it and still paid the winner $5,000. And then he was allowed to come on my stage at Mecca Audio, and I made that back at the door because I'm charging $100, $200 to get in the club. So I made the $10,000 back, but that's how you give the money back. That's how you give back to the community. Dudes say good rap. We got 20 dudes watching this cypher. Everybody dead broke, smoking $3 Philly blunts. You know what I mean? $3 bag of weed and little 50-cent Philly, 25-cent Philly blunts, and drinking OD and St. Ives. And dudes rapping. We enjoying it. Dudes saying good rap. You know what I mean? And he shut it down. I throw $5,000 in the air. You know what I mean? That means everybody grab the money and go buy more weed, more beer, more whatever. So you can say whatever you want to say. That's how I live. I'm from the street, but I know what happens on the street. Drake, you from Canada, good neighborhood. You know what I mean? Did your thing. Right. Rick Ross, you was a correction officer. Good man, good young man. Nothing to say bad about you. Booby black stamp you, so you official with me. End of story. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't feed into all that YouTube, he was a this, he was a that, so therefore he's a cop. No, Rick Ross is official because Booby black stamp him. Period. I just talked to Booby.
They ain't rat lovers.
You know? Nah.
Y'all don't even know what telling is.
Thank you. They make everything telling because he's a CO, he's a telling.
You niggas ain't rat lovers because y'all niggas stop this shit anyway because y'all ain't even created a rhyming, an uncomfortable rat of rhyming in the streets. Niggas ain't tell. I know where I'm from and I know it's shit probably what you from. Niggas, a lot of niggas ain't tell because they were too scared.
Too scared to tell. You know what I mean? Nowadays,
he never come back to my town again.
You know? So
I ain't gonna make it. Cause a nigga gonna get me. Cause they like, he hot. It's gonna be a nigga that don't even know me. He hot.
Thank you.
Sam, I don't know nobody like me. Get me hot. I gotta go in witness protection to change my identity. Niggas had to go through all that. Now you go in the joint with 30 motherfuckers and you end up like Young Thug where it's only 6 of y'all.
Yeah.
The whole gang, and you know what I'm saying?
And the whole gang telling on you. You know what I mean? And the whole gang telling on you.
Man, the shit today is way more fucked up than we had to deal with.
Yeah. Yo. We riding too much. We riding too much. Let me get back to playing Luke. Yo, you want to tell them who you are? If not, that's on you. But like I said, you agreed to talk, so that's why you here.
Right, man. I'm Dave, man, from out of D.C., man.
What part, dude? What part? Where you at? Southeast, Northwest?
Right now, I'm on the south side, southeast. MLK. Yeah, like you are in the Barry Farms.
Barry Farms. Big shout out to Nardo. That's my little man from out there, you know? And definitely
exactly. But I've been all over the city. I'm born and raised here. I've been, you know what I'm saying, since 76. So I'm from like, I tell them motherfucker, I'm from like all over this mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, let me get back to my show. Let me get back to the show, man. We talk personally later. Let me go. Yo, but I appreciate the call, family. All right?
Thank you, brother.
All right. Now, let me finish playing this so you can see what's going on, man. You know, that's how we ride. You know, I just took you on a ride at Mecca. So this might be an hour, because it took me off 20 minutes, but it was good content for y'all.
And y'all do what you do on the TV. Half the country think that. When you, Mr. Drake, like the post, you just inserted yourself into violence toward Mr. Ross and his crew. Now, let me just say this. As a broker of peace for Tupac and Biggie, I seen how this shit end, man. I mean, these other young guys, we're going to have a conversation with a lot of these other young guys who dying, these senseless deaths and these songs and all that. Y'all brothers are talented. Y'all got to understand, y'all talented. Y'all don't need that. Y'all talented as fuck. Y'all getting people to buy the records. People are buying your records because they like the music. They like what you're saying in the records. So leave it there, young fellas. But now these grown-ass ones right here, Mr. Drake and Mr. Ross. When you like the post, and you on there doing your little, okay, it's a beautiful day in Canada, and you like the post, you just inserted yourself in some shit. Now, look how this all play out. I'll keep it 1,000. Look how it all play out. Oh, so half the country thinking that Roston played the record, the Kendrick Lamar record, and he got jumped on because he played the Kendrick Lamar record. So now you got a whole West Coast of people, they at your head. Oh, that's what we doing?
And you definitely don't want the West Coast on your back, family. You see what happened out West. You don't want, and you into movies, and you done made it. My brother, you made it. So what part of the game of making it is going back in the trenches? And inciting these youngins to feel like this is what they need to do to make it. See, 50 Cent did it first. He came out with that song, with that banging song, How to Rob, where he spoke about robbing everybody in the industry that was faking like they was tough. 50 Cent aired them out. Round of applause to 50 Cent for that. You know, round of applause. All right. 50 Cent, relax, man, relax. 50 Cent aired them out with that song. You know what I mean? When he aired them out with that song, you know, that showed you that controversy sells. But now it's getting all out of control. But don't forget, 50 Cent also got shot 8 times, 9 times, whatever it is, you rat bastards, correct me. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody knows where it comes from. Except for him, because he know who the real beef is with. You know what I mean? So let's just stop this, man.
You don't need that, Mr. Drake. You don't need to be confined. You're too talented. I like you. I got friends that like you. I don't know you personally. Don't need to know you personally.
You see what he's saying? He don't even need to know you. That's what I'm saying. We don't, like, look, man, look, this is what's going on, right? I'm just coming home. I'm too real for TV, so I'm on YouTube. Because they don't want to put me on YouTube or TV, because when they see me, feel my energy, my passion, my loyalty, you understand? They're going to see that these rappers been faking for 30 years, man. When they see my comrades, Lou Sims, Farris, Peter Shue, C-Dog, Cash, Booby, JR from Chicago, when they see the brothers that I'm going to bring to Hollywood, then they're going to know y'all been faking for 30 years. And then now all of a sudden, y'all try and blackball us from getting in. But YouTube allowed them to see who we are, and hopefully somebody with the bag come at us, because our comrades that we looked out for growing up, they got the bag to put our movies out. But they picking and choosing what they put out, because they don't want to put out nothing that's going to show that their image is faking. You understand what I'm saying? My shit is documented in court records. Just like Thugger is getting his thing documented in court records. 30 years from now, you're going to hear somebody making up lies about Thugger this and Thugger that. You understand what I'm saying? But now they know he carrying it real. So only ones know is the ones that was there. And 30 years from now, when they got this new space age YouTube, and 3 generations later, being that, you know, if Thugger don't have a voice, like I didn't have a voice for 30 years because I was locked up in the federal prison, then people try and change the narrative. That's why when I was locked up, I didn't do no interviews. I didn't do none of that. I stayed under the radar so none of y'all know who I was. You know what I mean? Now I come out. Now y'all see who I am. And now you get these rat bastards that try and say something. But my joint is documented in court transcripts and court investigations for selling 25 keys a day. That's just in Washington Heights. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm sending to D.C., where the caller was just from, or what I was getting for sending it down to Virginia, where I was at, or sending it down to Baltimore, or sending it down to Charlotte, or sending it down to Greensboro. You know what I mean? Come on, man. This shit just too real for TV is what they call me. We even had one rat bastard call me Mr. Incredible. Yeah, my life was incredible, my nigga, but it cost me 26 years sitting in prison and 26 years of dealing with the anger to know that it was a nigga like you that I fed that told on me and got me that 26 years. And I don't even say your name. I don't disrespect you, because I don't even have a thought for you. All I'm saying is leave me out your life, because I've never mentioned your name. I'm still not going to mention your name or any other rat's name, you know what I mean, that told on me. And I had a whole bunch of rats to tell on me. You know, I stay in my lane. Just stay in your lane. And that's what Rick Ross and Drake need to do. Stay in your lane. You're millionaire rappers that made it, and you didn't have to go through the trials and tribulations of these young people that's trying to get to where you got. So they're following your lead, and you're not telling them that this is just entertainment, that you're not busting a grape. There's nothing wrong with not busting a grape. You got millions. You ain't got no reason to bust no grape. You're showing your big fancy jet. Another round of applause for that jet. That joint was fire. You know? That's what I even aspire to get. But I'm smart enough to know that y'all are faking when y'all talk trash against each other when it come to the street. But when it come to the entertainment, you're not faking. You're just standing up to show who you are, and that, you know, you better than the next rapper. But let them know that it's just like we said back in the day, like Lou said, on wax, my nigga. Because now you got this playing out, all this murder shooting up, you know, that you got going on in your lyrics. You got these youngins think you living like that. And they don't really even think you living like that. They just thinking that that's the way it's supposed to go, and that you got hitters, just like you even mentioned that you got my man Booby, you know, Black out of Miami, one of the songs. You say, I'm not going to kill you. You think you called the dude a hossa in the records. I'm not going to kill you. And you said, Black, get him. These youngins hear that. They hear that. And they thinking that's what it's really about, which that's what it's about when you choose to be on the street. But now that you made it, give them words of wisdom to uplift them and get them out of this crap, man. Come on, what are y'all doing?
But you're too talented to insert yourself in some shit that you're not really about.
Thank you.
To have a whole coast at your head. You don't want that. I don't want that for you. Now here's how this shit works out. Because again, look, I had the same conversation with Biggie and Pop. I'm probably one of the only few niggas that could talk to them straight up. I was on the road with Biggie when people would be singing Biggie songs in the stadium. Singing Pac diss song while Biggie on stage. I seen this thing, and I've seen this man, like, man, I'm not really about that. I love Buddy. Biggie never jumped into the shit. Biggie never said anything. He was like, look, man, I'm leaving that shit alone, man. I ain't really on that. I talked to Biggie. I talked to Pac. I went to Suge nightclub as soon as Pac got out of jail and had a conversation with him on this shit here. Hey, Pac, look here, man. Same thing I'm saying to y'all. Leave this shit alone, boss. Because it's not going to be the rapper pull the trigger. It's not going to be the rapper pull the trigger. It's not going to be the rapper that robs somebody. It's not going to be the rapper that do something. No, it's going to be somebody looking for a come up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be somebody looking for a come up. Or it's going to be some super fan who going to then do the shooting. You don't be knowing where it's coming from. So I would have expected Mr. Drake to be like, yo, I don't condone violence. That ain't what it is. I don't have nothing to do with that or none of that. You feel me? Because y'all can play the little games where you're talking on this social media shit, and you're doing your little texting and you're tweeting and you're talking and however y'all say whatever y'all want to say about each other. You can do that on here. But when you go to put hands on people, that's when the shit go to a whole nother level. When you go putting hands on people, that go to a whole nother level. So people didn't have to put hands on you. And then they can have a conversation about it.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? Because like right now, rumor has it, right? This is the way rumor has it. That's what we're going to call it, rumor. We're going to say allegedly. You know what I mean? They saying that Drake is backed by the Hells Angels and, he good wherever he go because the Hells Angels got him. That's what they saying. So then they saying that the guy who hit Ross was a Hells Angels. You see what I'm saying? So now if this is true, now you bringing the Hells Angels into a rap beef that you two not busting your gun on. Because you're going to go back to your respective mansion, turn on your little iPhone, and make your little videos showing with blue bottles of Bel Air or showing you in Canada chilling, doing your thing. I mean, that's how y'all going to do it. Like I said, so they saying that Drake, is backed by the Hells Angels, allegedly, and they saying that he good wherever he go, and they saying the guys who hit Ross was Hells Angels. So now what we going to have? Hells Angels against the 305? You know what I mean? Now, Hells Angels, when they ride through 305, they got to watch they back, God forbid. Come on, man. You don't see what you creating here? This is the beginning of a war you're creating. And y'all go lay back in your mansions while the Hells Angels got to ride their motorcycle through, and while, Rick Ross bodyguards still got to travel, and, because, and Drake bodyguards got to travel. Now you hindering these people. Stop it. You two need to speak out, because that's the beginning. That was just a punch in a fight. That could have been multiple guns being fired from both sides. And then a lot of innocent people getting hit. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. I was trained to play chess in my mind. When I see a situation or get into a situation, I make sure I think as many moves ahead of my opponent as possible. And thinking ahead with this move here, right? Thinking ahead with this move here, I could foresee them driving down the street. And while they driving down the street, here goes somebody shooting at, somebody shooting at one of y'all. You understand? Because they think that it's really a beef when you two just reaping the benefits. You know what I mean? From the social media hype and the monetization, and you got dudes that think that you're really in danger or in harm's way, and all you're doing is putting them in danger and harm's way. And that's why I respect Brother Luke, man. Round of applause to Luke for this, man. Because this is what I've been saying before he even did this. I appreciate that, Luke. Thank you. We need elders like you in the game to speak out, man. You know, I might have to go start interviewing some of my old heads again to talk to these youngins about it. But we need you older rappers to stop faking and speak the truth that this is just entertainment. Because Luke is doing a great job of trying. And I don't care how many people watch this video or whatever. And that's why, look how long this video is and I'm still sitting here giving it to you. Come on, man.
You got to be the bigger person than that. Y'all on here doing all this. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones. Word would never hurt me. Ain't nobody put no hands on nobody but until now. See, all these dudes going to get on here and they going to talk that sucker shit and all that, and they going to think this is a game. This is not a game. Because you put your hands on your homeboys put their hands on, they did not put their hands on Ross. They put their hands on Sam and them other people who are with Ross.
You know what that means? Now he gonna tell you who Sam is. They put their hands on official gangsters. You know what I mean? So now, Drake, how you gonna come where official gangsters roam after you done had hands put on them? And they saying you the one that had the hands put on them because you like to post. So you saying you support the hands being put on them when you should have denounced that. It's not too late to denounce it, Drake. Let it be known, man. You know what I mean? Just tell the truth what happened, how it played out, and let it be known you're not with it if you're not with it. If you're with it, then don't do none of this. It's your call. I don't know. You know, just to let you know. Now he's going to tell you who Sam is.
The rapper never gets hands put on them. It's the other people, and then it's the other people that really be about their life.
Huh.
It be the other people who be with the rapper who really on that shit. The rapper just takes these other people who be with them because they're in them streets every day, and they take them with them to get them out of the streets to try to save their lives. But then now when you go to put your hands on them dudes about their life.
Huh. Tell them.
They ain't with the sucker shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm putting you up on game now. You ain't never seen no rapper with no bunch of valedictorian scholars, and all that. What we do is we take our dogs, dudes who we came up with, and we try to show them a better life. We take them around the world. We put them on the plane. We fly them over here. You come on, man, cause I already know you hard in them streets. Let me show you some different. Let me put you on game. Let me get you in this business some kind of way so you can change your life. But then now when you put that street shit on one of these streets, dude, in this rap game, bruh, the kid who was laying down on the ground, I'm going to leave that like that. So it ain't the rapper. It's not the rapper. The rapper never gets touched. The rapper never gets touched. He gets backed up. He may get a little push or shove, but then it's the guys around. And then what ends up happening is, you condone it? No, you don't want to do that. You got to be smarter than that. You got to be like, hey, look here, man, I don't condone no violence. Let me get on the phone. Hey, man, look here, man. Look, man, I ain't with them people. Now, if you with them people, then you with them go tweet, yeah, good job. And then you gotta deal with the consequences that come behind that. It ain't gonna be the rapper that touch you, it's gonna be the people who are around you. And for all you other guys who think this is a joke, everybody else who think it's a joke, it's not a joke, boss. And I expect more out of my elder rappers. Everything ain't funny. Everything ain't joke business. Everything ain't joke business. I expect guys who've been in the game for a long time. This is not the time when people go to putting hands on people. This is not the time to joke. This ain't no fucking joke, bruh. This is not the time to joke, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't joke. And then when you invoke 305 in that.
Huh? You hear that? Yo, Ross, you made a video laughing like it's a joke. You made another video saying, and Vancouver till next time. What are you going to do next time? What do you expect to happen next time? If you go down to Vancouver and something happened and someone get killed, whether you're there or not, they're going to use that against you, and we don't want to lose you, Ross. Drake, if he or another rapper come down there and something happened to him and they say they get killed, we're going to lose you, and we don't want to lose you either. So y'all need to wake up and listen to what us elders is telling you, man. I've been in this music game before music even started. I was in the let me ride with me. Let me ride. This might be an hour and change, man. I got to get up out of here, but I just feel like giving it to y'all. I've been in the music business, right? I've been in the music business in New York from before they even had a gangster rap label, as they called it in New York. They didn't even have a gangster rap label in New York at the time. All we had, and I ain't gonna tell you what they had, because I know the rap bastard's gonna say something. Tell me one gangster rap label was in New York in 1990 to 1993 when I got locked up. There was none. What we had was Def Jam, and they went out like suckers because Professor Griff made a statement against dude from third base, and they tried to kick him out. You know, they try to blackball the whole, what's that, Public Enemy, you know what I mean? And then he decided to just resign so Public Enemy could move forward. And at that time is when Luke Skywalker, that's on the screen, giving y'all some history of this man right here. That's when Luke Skywalker just went to the Supreme Court to fight them about saying what they want to say in the lyrics. And this is what it came out to, where now you can say anything in your lyrics, even killing your ops. But now they're taking that to the next level and bringing it into court like they're doing with Young Thug. You understand what I'm saying? The words that are coming out of my mouth, this is too much for y'all, you know? So now Professor Griff moved down to Miami and got with Luke Skywalker because fake-ass Russell Simmons that's hiding out somewhere for whatever he charged with, you know what I mean? He wouldn't let him speak, you know what I mean, openly, what he had to say about, I think his name was MC Search, the one from third base, the white dude, because he made a statement. And I'm not even going to get into that unless I decide to do a video about it. But there was no gangster rap record label in New York. You couldn't even speak what you want. They wanted the dead Public Enemy just because Professor Griff told, you know, his truth about MC Search, calling himself, you know, God when we deep with the 5% nation, just to give y'all a little bit of that. But let me play this so we can end this. I've been on here too long. Y'all might not even understand this.
That you don't want to do. Just one thing about it, we got a whole bunch of people down here that I said a long time ago. We got a whole bunch of people down here that I said a long time ago, y'all need to check these people at the door. But then obviously we had a lot of groupie ass people around here start bringing these dudes around here and allowing them to just come run up and down here. But they running around on South Beach. Let me just let y'all know that right now. That's South Beach. The door could close for all you motherfuckers real quick.
Talk to him, Luke.
The door could close for everybody. Don't invoke 305 in your jokes about that situation, because you invoke a whole situation. So play your little games with your words. If you want to do wordplay with Ross and anybody else, do your little wordplay with all that, but don't say, keep 305 out your mouth. I'm just telling you right now, because this shit is, everybody has a part of their city where people really bleed this shit. Everybody has a part of their city. I don't care whether you're from Raleigh, North Carolina, you could be from Fayetteville, you could be from Brooklyn, you could be from the Bronx, you could be from Inglewood, you got people everywhere that bleed this shit. They ain't really with the Hollywoodness, I'm telling you right now.
See, that's the same thing that's going on right now, so you understand, down there in Jacksonville. People bleed for this, my nigga. People bleed for this. So stop this, man. Stop waking up sleeping giants, man. All right?
Because a lot of people don't play like that. So when you're doing your little games with the with your rappers and you're running off at the mile and you're joking them and all that. Don't joke my city. I'm telling you that right now. Just don't joke the city, boss. Don't joke the city. We ain't no jokes. That shit you see, we are not South Beach. What you see over there on South Beach, that's them over there. People down here bleed this shit. Don't joke the city.
Talk to him, Luke. I know for a fact, firsthand. Miami
but
not
for the
playing.
most part, people, as an elder statesman that has seen two of my good friends, Biggie and Pac, die senselessly, and it wasn't by them pulling the trigger on them, each other, it was the people that surround them. I would hope that you two gentlemen get your shit together. Mr. Drake and Mr. Ross, because I don't want this to end like that. It shouldn't end like that. I'm going to be the elder statesman of it all.
Thank you, Luke.
You don't want that.
You know, and that's where we at, man. That's it. Thank you, Luke, man. Let me tap out with this, right? Let me tap out with this. Y'all, I played that video because this is what I've been saying from day one in all my videos. Y'all need to come together. Dudes made it. When we make it, we're supposed to support them. When we see them doing something wrong, we're supposed to pull them up. We're supposed to pull them up, put them in check or however. Luke is pulling them up right now. And he's checking the behavior. And that's what I've been saying. The same thing. You know, these young rappers, young in age, you understand I'm saying? Fulio, you know, King Von. I mean, all these rappers, you understand? They bout that life for real. So that's how they fight their wars. And now they're getting into the music business that is straight faking. They don't fight under the same circumstances. When I met, let me ride. I'll give you an example. When I met Ralph McDaniel, right, up in Club 2000, you know, and I was meeting all the rappers, they always say, oh, that nigga crazy. No, that nigga from the street. You know what I mean? That's what they would let them know. No, that nigga from the street. That nigga about it for real. You know what I mean? So when I met Ralph McDaniel, laid back, humble dude, you know what I mean? And he wanted to videotape me in Club 2000. Because Tupac even wanted to videotape me and him hanging out so that he could learn how to play birdie and above the rim. You know what I mean? His comrades is alive that would stamp what I'm saying, because you rat bastards, when you hear something for the first time from a man that been through hell, you know what I mean? You say, oh, you should have said that before. And I'll say when I want to say it, you scumbag. But anyway, right? So now you got Tupac wanted to follow me around so that he could see how to play a young gangster that own a club that's, you know, selling the drugs or, you know, whatever. And, you know, that's what was going on. Now, you got these young rappers that's watching y'all have these entertainment beefs. And you talking about how you're going to handle it on the street level because you're entertainment, what we call studio gangster. So you talk about how you're going to shoot him in the face, you're going to catch him, you're going to ambush, you're going to do this and you're going to do that, knowing you ain't going to do nothing. You done made millions, you're in your mansion, and you was never about it from before. But now here you go, youngins that's always been about it. They get into it, and they're listening to the lyrics, and they thinking that y'all really about it. But then as soon as something happened, y'all run into the courtroom to go testify like they doing against Young Thugger. And that's why I say stop this, man. Y'all got to teach these youngins, you know, and just tell them straight up, this is just entertainment. We really faking. We're not going to shoot each other in the face. We're not going to jump each other at the, you know, the Canada event or the 305 event or the Chicago event or the Cali event. Stop it, because you got people that's about that life that's going to see you, and because the rapper's not there, they support the rapper, so they jump on you. You know what I mean? And they might not be putting fists. They might be putting them, you know. Wake up, y'all. All right? Now, I've been on here long enough. Cop the book of Raw and Harlem. Hit the notification bell if you already subscribed. I'm going to start with that. If you already subscribed, please hit the notification bell so you know when I put the videos up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell and cop the book on the screen right there, Rowan Harlem at rowanharlem.com. Best book you ever want to read if you want to know about the street, period. All right? So let's get this outro going. Bomb.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squealing to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You eat back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust down. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the